Okay, we got there. What the fuck? Oops. Oh well. Blame the painkillers. That's what I'm gonna do. Everyone else can too.
In Melbourne town, where the suits all grind, there's a lawyer with
It's on further boomerang. There's gotta be further boomerang.
He's the Aussie Overlaw'd.
I'm completely out of it. There's no way in hell that I do more boomerang on this.
And he's got his own channel shining bright. From the courtroom to the web, he's got it all.
Oh fuck man, I can't even get the words right.
He breaks it down in a language we all understand. The Aussie Overlaw'd taking a stand.
But at least not jerking off.
With his Aussie charm and his legal know-how, he's the hero we need, showing us how.
When people watch.
He fights for justice, no case too tough.
Sometimes.
The Aussie Overlaw'd, he's more than enough.
Tell that to the wife. Oh, Carlos, thank you. Yes, Hayden on strong painkillers.
Where the suits all grind. There's a
Alright, I think that's long enough with the intro, don't you?
He's the
And good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to the Saturday edition of Law News and Laughter. I hope everyone's doing well. Yes, there was some major ass boomerang, but shit happens. I'm going to blame the painkillers, just like everyone else can. You know, I swear, the 80s and the 90s lied to me. I was expecting my 30s, mid-30s to be all fine wine, soft cheeses, the occasional orgy, but no. What it is back pain, children kicking you out of bed in the middle of the night, and switching to cordial from soft drink because apparently the acidity is a little bit too much and I'm starting to get a little bit of reflux, so fuck. Anyway, yes, I'm a little bit out of it. I'm currently on painkillers. The child decided last night would be a good idea for her to curl up in bed next to daddy and basically like knee him in the back until he could not get into a good position with his hip. So I wound up going out onto the couch like I did the other week, trying to sit in my recliner. Apparently that was a bad idea because I couldn't get into a comfortable position then, which meant that I've been up for the last, 14 hours straight. So... You want
Stingy
trouble?
said you want trouble. DM has handled. Police chase.
Where am I looking for the DM? Where's the DM? Wait until I'm in my 60s. Good God, I'm not even sure if I'm going to make it that far, Kathy. assuming we're going with X. Oh, I have 2 messages on X. Hello. One from one person I may know. How is it the first time you've messaged me, Kathy? Alright, hang on. Wait, what? High-speed chase on... Oh, okay. Alright. Well, yeah, we can certainly have a look at that. Thank you. Where are we? Also, thank you very much for your super chat. And also, Jason, thank you so much, but fuck you. Holy shit, dude. You think maybe you could spread that out throughout the week and I can turn the ads off during the... But anyway, look, I get your point. The ads, particularly when I'm on StreamYard, they're not great. It is what it is. But apparently YouTube's getting a little bit more pushy in terms of when they're putting the unskippable ads in and all that sort of shit. So look, it's frustrating, but hey, it helps me keep the lights on, but shit, so do you, mate, so thank you. I hope that my explanation of the various different types of streaming software are a little bit helpful. If there's anything else, just flick me another email, but hopefully it should be a launching pad for you. And hello, M169, good day to you too. Tired of the ED and meat stick ads? Jason, you do realize that the ads are targeted, right, dude? Hey, Dorks in the chat. How you doing, buddy? Oh, shit. Been off soft drinks for 4 weeks now. I feel so much better. I wish I could. It's like, bad as it sounds, I don't stop for a break during work, so... And I'm not a coffee drinker, but I need the caffeine. So it's either I start swigging on these, which between the caffeine, nitric acid, and phthalamine hydrochloride, I'm not sure that's particularly safe. But then again, to be honest, neither's this shit, so... You do what you gotta do. Now, I did have a few news stories picked out, but I've just realised that I saved them on my phone as opposed to on my computer, and I have no fucking idea how to boomer the shit through that and work and move them from one to the other. So I'm just going to bitch and moan about various things. Tomorrow there will be a members-only Whinge-fest, basically. I'll just call it that. So... At work, we'll be back for the replay crew. I'm thankful that anyone is watching this on the replay crew at all whim, so thank you very much. God, I love tinkering with the stream. I love adding the new things. I love adding the extra bits and pieces. I think I've worked out what I want to add for the muted thing as well, so... What I do with my meat sticks is my own privacy, damn it. Yes, I agree with that. You do replay as much as you can too. I appreciate that, honestly. I'm acutely aware that the time zone for my streaming sucks balls, okay? I'm acutely aware of that. That's why I feel so freaking humbled to know that 400 or 500 people... pretty much each day, at least come in and like watch for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes on average. So, David Nelson's in the house. Hello. Sure, plenty of people watching replay. I do when I miss them live. Well, again, appreciate that. You know what, I'm saving it for the bitching at YouTube session tomorrow, okay? But as a sneak peek, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but, like, I understand that I'm covering Karen Reid the day behind. Like, I get that. I fully do. But when you see people that are doing it a day behind us the same as me, that are getting 3, 4, 5,000 views on their streams, and I'm sitting there like, and I go, yes, I cracked 500! I'm like, fantastic. But, what sucks balls is a Kiwi, dude. Them's fighting words. How dare you call me a Kiwi? Wife's pissed off at me. Just spent $900 on a new exhaust. Cat's back to tailpipe for my truck yesterday because it finally rusted out. Well, I mean, why is she pissed off if the exhaust is rusted out? Is that not dangerous? I mean, unless maybe you could have picked up something cheaper. I mean, potentially, but honestly, I feel like motor vehicles are one of the few things you don't want to skimp out on. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm an absolute miser when it comes to penny pinching, but I'm not going to skimp out on the things that, you know, potentially have life-altering consequences. Motor vehicle, health insurance, quality of butter. What time's the member stream tomorrow? Dork, I haven't actually scheduled it as of yet, but at this point, I'm thinking about an hour before this. Because it'll be Sunday night my time, and I need to get to bed for work the next day, so. Stupid YouTube didn't start the live stream. No, Draren, to be honest, stupid Hayden didn't start the live stream. I was sitting here talking to the camera for like 4 minutes before I realized that I'd used a previous setting for the stream setup, and there was a big ass go live button sitting in the corner. So, but no, there's any number of things that you don't want to skimp out on, and service and maintenance of your motor vehicle, given, you know, it's very stupid when you think about it, honestly. Why does the hair redeem thing not work? You turn it off, you cheat? No, I don't think so. Hang on, let me have a look at the code. YouTube actions. Redeem. Do not redeem. Do not redeem. Okay. That one's still there. What's the command trigger for that? Command triggered. Yeah, no, it's there. Hang on. Let me check something. I gotta update this thing at some point. I can't even see what my own damn redeem for it is. Hang on. Nested effects. Stream effects. Where the fuck's the menu gone? Yeah, we're off and running at the races today, people. I am slow as fuck. Shout out, that escalated quickly. Platypus stab. The Squirtle. Run white. Boys have a penis. Ooh, I should. To clarify, I should say.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Because otherwise that would have sounded really bad out of context. Tales of the Rainbow. God, I haven't played that in years. I don't think. Huh. I don't actually know where my own... Placeholder, funny vids, ooh, dance, milkers, Trump. I wasn't fast enough. Why would you think you're in reality now, Jonathan? Just out of curiosity. Liar, falling... No, that's filing nails. MasterChef's working. Is it just because I...
M-Spire said it's not a tumor.
Oh, thank fuck for that. And thank you for the super chat. I'm extraordinarily happy to hear that. That's awesome. That's fantastic news, Jill. Congratulations. Likely starting a part-time job soon with the hope of funding a trip to Thailand with my uncle and cousins for 3 weeks. For a 3-week Muay Thai experience, 6 hours a day training. Jesus, dude, you are going to be an absolute weapon. The weirdos are coping and seething. Alright, hang on. Let me change the commands on that, because I thought that was different. I'm gonna come, kitty spank, menu help. Right in the pussy. Dangerous pussy. Screaming goat. Dancing squirrel. Oh, there it is. Okay. How do I separate it? What do I put each command prefix on its own line? Ah, okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, so it is now under exclamation mark hairspray and exclamation mark redeem hair. Still need surgery to fix, but the scary unknown is over. I'm honestly, I'm very happy to hear that. Been in the hospital on and off for the week after having several seizures in one day. For a while I wasn't seeing... Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry to hear that. Fuck. Alright. Those of you that have sufficient dollar bucks, yes, and given that today's the 31st for me, fuck. All right, Kathy, what color? We have pink, we have fluoro green. Shit, we had yellow. Ugh. Nope, that's eucalyptus spray. It's not gonna help anything. Alright. Take your pick. Green? Alright. Why is it... Probably should have actually, like, at least brushed my hair so that I could... At least I can use the camera to see if I get the... it looks like I got a bald spot. That's horrific. This is what happens when my hair goes oily.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Yeah, ordinarily I'd put a towel down, but save some room. No, the chair's like I'm usually pretty good. It usually comes off the chair, which is all right. So. God, I look like I work in the DEI department of Epic Games or something. Hoping to buy my cousin's BMW 3 Series in 2 to 3 years. Jesus. Jared, that is extraordinarily generous of you, just saying. Winks is like 14 points away. Oh yeah, there's a to give me time for the hairspray to dissipate. There's like a 600-second delay on it. I don't get the feeling Aussies used hairspray in the past. Because I've had to use actual hairspray in the past. Oh yeah, you're also like 13 points short. But anyway, all right. While we wait for Winks to get over the mark, jumping from one thing of judicial misconduct to another this week, I came across this and I thought that might need to talk about this. Serious forms of misconduct. Judge suspended for driving to hospital with plans of arresting a defendant and making snarky remarks to another. Oh, fuck. The Wisconsin Supreme Court has suspended a judge for hopping into her car with a defense attorney to arrest his client at a hospital because he didn't show up for court. In addition to the ill-advised field trip, Dane County Judge Ellen K. Burrs also made remarks to another defendant in a separate case that the justices deemed intemperate and discourteous. Do we really want to think about what is intemperate and discourteous? For those actions, Burrs was suspended for 7 days, the filing from the Wisconsin Judicial Commission states. According to the 11-page order, Burrs was presiding over a trial on December 13, 2021. It took 4 years to get to this. Involving a defendant charged with operating while intoxicated. The defendant was unable to show up to court because he'd been admitted to hospital. Oh my god. Hang on. Grifter's 200 away. Glennis is over. Winks is almost. I'm gonna wind up looking like a fucking parrot. Rather than issue a bench warrant or delay the trial, Burrs took matters into her own hands. First, she ordered a staff member to determine which hospital the defendant was admitted to. Once they found out, Burrs told the bailiff to go and arrest him, but the deputy was not permitted to leave the courthouse. Burrs then decided to go to the hospital herself to arrest the defendant and ordered the defense attorney to accompany her, instructing the lawyer not to inform his client that they were on the way. Before she left, she told the court that if something would happen to her, they would hear about it on the news. Also saying no longer be a grifter and we'll be able to super chat you and become a member. Oh, cheers. Nick will be getting my first super chat since it's thanks to his influence that got me started on this path. No, that's entirely fair and reasonable. But as they headed towards the hospital, the defense attorney told Burrs that the trip was a bad idea as the judge is to be the neutral decision maker in the case. Burrs turned the car around and drove back to the courthouse. The second incident for which she was punished occurred on May 31, 2019. She was presiding over the trial of Richard Harrison, who stood accused of child SA. Burrs was apparently upset that the trial had been delayed for 6 months so that the defendant could prepare. The defense asked for additional time. The judge called it a ruse and noted that she would not forget that at sentencing should the defendant be convicted. After the agreement to reschedule, Burrs and Harrison had the following exchange. And just let me make this abundantly clear to you, Mr. Harrison. You're not to be playing that game anymore after this. It's not a look, I found a rabbit in the hat. Look, there might be something underneath this rug. When this trial is rescheduled, we're not playing that game. So play the game with other people you're with. Go to the prison and talk to them about all the games you can play. We're done here, clear? Yeah, your sarcasm is extremely clear. Good, I thought it would be. That's why I'm saying it to you that way, because I thought you could relate with that. I don't. I think you do. Oh, of course it's Wisconsin. Problem is, little Aussie isn't awake to see it. She will be. I wouldn't stress. I mean, that's what, it's 11:30. I can expect a knock on the door in the next half hour anyway, so. Something in the water when it comes to Wisconsin. Harrison was ultimately convicted and Burrs sentenced him to 25 years in prison. The justices determined that Burrs' actions in both cases amounted to serious forms of misconduct. The judicial intemperance displayed by Judge Burrs is simply not acceptable. Judges must maintain objectivity, open-mindedness, and decorum, especially when they are faced with trying circumstances. Her behaviour of trying to arrest someone at a hospital was even more troubling than her spat with Harrison. It went well beyond an ordinary display of frustration with the travails of the courtroom. Judge Burrs lost her judicial composure completely. Judges cannot behave so impulsively and still expect litigants and the public to trust that the court system will administer fair, measured, and even-handed justice. I think we can be fairly confident that there's issues with whether or not the justice system is fair, measured, and even-handed with what's going on in Massachusetts as well. Let's be perfectly honest. Sorry, I just looked over and I saw Wink's chat, and I'm like, oh shit. Alright. Lawsuit says Honolulu police are arresting people for impaired driving even when they are sober. The Honolulu Police Department said it will review all impaired driving arrests after the American Civil Liberties Union of Hawaii filed a lawsuit on Thursday, alleging officers are arresting sober drivers in an overzealous focus on making drunk driving arrests. In recent years, Honolulu officers have arrested scores of drivers who show no outward signs of impairment, perform well on field sobrieties, and whose breath tests show no alcohol, the lawsuit said. The department, you know what's going to be funny? If Winks gets that 1 point, but if Glennis jumps in, or if anyone else that is over the 4,000 mark jumps in, and then Winks has to wait the full 6 minutes again. The department is driven by a singular focus on getting arrests for driving under the influence, even if they don't result in convictions, the ACLU said. Supervisors give officers incentives, including telling night enforcement officers they can go home and still get paid for an entire shift if they make a DUI arrest, which results in officers taking investigative shortcuts or making arrests without probable cause. Bloody hell. Oh shit. The police are attempting to show that officers are protecting the public using arrest numbers to secure federal funding and to meet quotas, the organisation said. Each of our clients blew 0. None of them were intoxicated, yet they endured lasting damage to their records, their reputation, and traumatic arrests and unlawful detention, said an attorney working with the firm that is working on the lawsuit with the ACLU in Hawaii. Wait, did the fireworks go off or not? It did not redeem. I'm safe for another couple of minutes. What we are demanding today is simple. Stop arresting innocent people and stop manipulating the system. In response, the department said in a statement that it takes these allegations very seriously and officials have... Fuck. Alright, Winks. Alright, so we're already wearing the green. Yellow, purple, red, pink. Or if you're feeling really fancy, there's glitter. I actually don't know why you're number 1, Jim. Purple? Alright. Alright, so I gotta make sure that I keep space, because at least 2 other people that could get it, so... Jesus, I actually almost looked at that while I was spraying it, Jesus. It does kind of look like Joker, doesn't it? Oh, my poor Gundam. I don't know that it's going to be obvious enough on there. Like, I need to really come down here, I suppose. Thanks for the super
Winks
chat,
said
Wes.
loving the hair. Thank you for all you do, Hayden.
It's just it's showing up here, but not so much here, which is really weird. Oh well, it's on screen. I did my best, Winks. I gotta save the other side because, well, I mean, we still got. All right, so that's green and purple. I can put away. Congratulations, folks. I am your canvas. No. Oh, by the way, if someone does redeem, like, don't leave red till last, because if I have to do the beard in red, not only does it not really work, it does not look good. All right, where are we?
Want to get to you. Let's go out to Los
Okay,
Angeles.
that's the car chase. Fuck off, Dazzle.
There is an active police chase going on. Let's
this
bring you
was-
the play-by-play right now on
Yes,
Live
sir.
Now from Fox. Viewer discretion is advised. We just don't know what the suspect is going to do next. That U-turn happening. And again, we say so many times during these situations, stay with us here because you just don't know what the suspect is going to do. Obviously, it's a wild car driver already engaging with police. They obviously do not want to stop here. And
What is that sound? It sounds like someone's sweeping a brush in the background. What the hell?
this is going to continue to play out, and we will feature it for you right here on Live Now from Fox. High rate of speed right now. So this is always the scary part when we see a suspect weaving in and out of lanes, but you can see just how fast that this is going right now. Is really the helicopter had to switch up their shot super fast because of the situation. All right, let's go out to our partners, Fox 11 in Los Angeles. They just broke in on the air. Let's listen in on Live Now.
No, it's not live. It's yesterday live.
What's the cross? Some of the exits right there that we're seeing.
Well, we're coming up on the 405 right now. We got, you can coming up that
North
405
Valley area.
North Valley, definitely going to be Granada Hills, North Valley. But you can see those speeds. Look at that, 117 miles an hour. Now, a lot of these vehicles, especially these newer ones like that, they have limiters set up for, the computer. They're just not going to let that car drive that fast. But if this person does any kind of, just even bumps into something right now at these high speeds, that could be very tragic for that driver and anybody else that may be in the vehicle. I am trying to listen to what California Highway Patrol is talking about. Haven't heard about anything but the driver. But again, California Highway Patrol in active pursuit this morning, still on the 118. We're going to start running out of 118. We'll have a choice out here, the 210 and or the 5. I also know that TOC, if we were going to stay on the 210, TOC is our technical people. We might have to start switching up some mountaintops. But right now, still continuing. Now in the emergency lane, speeds in the triple digits. This car really moving out. California Highway Patrol doing what they can to keep the public safe.
Well, it is kind of like a Friday light situation you could say on the freeway, which is giving this person the ability to drive erratically, maneuver in and out of those lanes, and go at a high rate of speed, which obviously is very dangerous. But because there's lack of traffic, that individual is able to drive this way.
Well, lack of traffic, that's one of those plus and minuses. Like you said, it's giving this person that ability to go a lot faster. Also, the people that are driving, they're not expecting somebody to come up on them that quickly and or change lanes in front of them that quickly. So this is makes it a little bit more dangerous for the public. California Highway Patrol, they are still, I believe they are still in the background there, at least trying to warn the public. But that vehicle is still moving along at a very, very quick clip. I know the helicopter is still here following it, and of course Skyfox is going to keep an eye on it as well. But you know what, when I did that wide shot, I did not see any of those California Highway Patrol vehicles. So maybe they have backed off, giving this Now I'm getting confirmation. I'm being corrected. They are still in pursuit, and that's really a big positive. At least, again, in my opinion, my humble opinion, I'm just a guy in a helicopter. That it at least is warning the public that something is going on. Running through that gore point right there. This guy's still moving at a very fast clip.
Yeah, if you could put up the speed, I know on your fancy graphics that you have there with the streets that could identify what we're looking at right here. It helps a lot in terms of following.
Whoa.
Paul Ferrell said, "Nice neo-Marxist camouflage you got going there, Aussie. With that hair you can infiltrate their organizations. You and the family have a great weekend."
Thank you very much for the super chat, Paul. And honestly, it reminds me of the joke of the old guy sitting... a guy in his 80s goes to the doctor, and he sits down, and behind him... Sorry, sitting across from him is a young kid who has a mohawk, and each part of the mohawk's dyed a different color. And he sits there and he's staring at this kid. And eventually the kid gets fed up and he says, "Yo, old man, you got a problem?" And the old man looks at him and goes, "No, about 40 odd years ago I fucked a parrot. I was wondering if you're my kid."
Where this vehicle is going, we should say that it started as a pursuit of this SUV from the Ventura County Sheriff's Office, and officers there starting all of this, and then this vehicle making its way eastbound on the 118, now over the 405, now going towards the 210, as you see. So clearly eastbound, and yeah, look at the speed there, Stu.
Jesus.
Definitely, and I'm sorry about that. I thought you guys were seeing the same thing I was. My bad, my bad. But yeah, you can see it, and this is not the carpool lane. Now we're getting back over into actual traffic lanes. That was the emergency lane for the most of it. And these triple digits, at one point I looked up, and it could be a little bit of an error. Don't get me wrong, we're not perfect, but it was coming up to 118 miles an hour. Now, I would venture to say that 115, 120, probably the limiter on a car like that.
Anytime you see a car driving like that, whizzing by you, you kind of wonder, you know, what the situation is. I know I take pause and wonder if it's a pursuit going by, but clearly that's the situation here. If you're driving along this freeway and you're seeing this car going by at triple digits in terms of how fast it's speeding by, really dangerous. And obviously we're having trouble with the signal right there, but we are staying on top of this pursuit of this dark SUV that started in the Simi Valley area.
And with that, we're at the 11 o'clock mark of Good Day LA Plus, GDLA Plus, and we welcome all of you. We are watching this pursuit. We began watching this towards the end of the 10 o'clock hour. Stu up in Skyfox over the scene right now. There you see it on the 210 East, passing exit 17, La Crescenta there. Obviously, this vehicle we hear is a theft suspect, wanted for some kind of a theft issue. You see how dangerous this individual is as he or she makes his or her way down the freeway there.
Oh, gosh.
Very close to so many vehicles. I know, it is really nerve-wracking, just complete disregard for any rules and laws and other people's safety at this point. So Stu, pick it up from there and tell us what else you see happening down below. We don't see the black and white vehicles or any CHP from this vantage point, but obviously they're giving this person some space because this is where it gets very dangerous when they feel as though they have nothing to lose.
So that's going to be 5 seconds. What's,
you know, I'm trying to... Whoa! Oh, my goodness. I want to show that on television.
Well, I don't care about television. We're going to watch that on YouTube because I fucking missed that because I was doing math in my head.
Mother trucker, dude. That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick.
Fuck. All right, Glennis, tell me a color.
Dangerous when they feel as though they have nothing to lose.
You know, I'm trying to... Whoa! Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
I want to show that on television. Yes. Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
No, no, no. This is good. This is one of those ones where I don't even want to push in on that. No. I think the driver was ejected on that collision right there. We're gonna need a moment or two to actually find out exactly what happened, but definitely collided with that pickup truck. And this is what I was talking about the whole time. That type of collision, you know, that if what I saw is what I saw, which I hope it's not, this has come to a very tragic.
I don't think I want to go back and slow it down because I don't plan on getting yeeted off of YouTube, Stingy. You're trying really hard, aren't you? It was, yeah, it was driver's side. I get that because this is in the US. That,
ending. You can see the California Highway Patrol. I want to push in, but I don't want to put anything on air that would be offensive or, you know, that we don't want to see. But you can see California Highway Patrol still kind of close by. Maybe that was just the airbag that I saw floating around on the outside of that vehicle when that collision happened. But it definitely looked like it definitely hit on the driver's side. There is no doubt about that. And, of course, it ripped open the side of that car. California Highway Patrol making their way over there right now. I'm looking for some kind of acknowledgement if I can push in a little closer, if I should stay wide. It looks like they are taking the person out of the vehicle right now, but that condition I can't say because we can't see it, but this pursuit coming to a very tragic end out here. We're in the Pasadena area, technically 210 right by the exit 19, which I think might actually be the 2. But these are the ones that I just, it saddens me to see that type of incident happen out there.
God damn, well that really came to an end, didn't it? Alright, hang on. I gotta make sure that I'm doing this the right way, because yep, that's that side. Yeah, well, the truck would be like, what the hell is going on? See, people, this is why you want to be the first one to redeem it, because then it's the one that gets the most prominent viewing, you know? Ventilation, that's a good point. I'm going to open the window. I have a video for this though, don't I? No, camera off doesn't work. Where are we? Jabba the Hutt. Alright, so red's officially away and off the table. Whew. God, I look like I'm going to a fucking rave. Oh, well, thank you very much for sending that through, Stingy. Very much appreciate that. Where do we get to? That was... No, that's... Covered that. So, I mean, I said that I was going to steer clear of it, but I kind of feel like we do have to talk at least a little bit Karen Reid. If only to make sure that this winds up in one of Aussie Insider's clips. I haven't watched a ring pop, rave, or a special strip club. The one where they use leather straps. Jared, you know, I haven't actually watched Jared Leto's Joker. Like, I didn't watch... I'm not even sure I watched Suicide Squad, to be honest. I know I didn't watch Birds of Prey. So... Alright, hang on. You're having a great time tonight. I'm very glad you're having a great time, Glennis. Where is... I have a whole bunch of things that I had... I've got a whole bunch of videos that I had pulled up that I was going to deal with, but I cannot for the life of me remember That was the koala that was in the traffic tunnel, but that was like a month ago, so that's fine. We don't have to worry about that. Where's my repurpose playlist? It's Pride Month. I'm preparing for it. Oh, that's gonna come back to bite me in the ass, isn't it? That's the update on the Tor browser. Oh, yeah, here we go. She set him on fire over a joke video.
Man made...
Hey, Rob. Where are we? Vulture made me lose my collective ship for 2 days. Oh, I lost my collective ship for well, I mean, it was longer than 2 days because I had to do it over a period of 3 days. So, you know what? Now I'm sitting here trying to think of something interesting or clever that I haven't already said about Karen Reid. And I said on Friday that I wasn't going to touch it, Friday my time, that I wasn't going to touch it anyway because I needed a break. And you know what? I'm going to keep to that. Okay? I'll get some offers. God, I hope not. Who redeemed the rain? All right.
A mean joke to a woman, and she was so offended, so very offended, that she set him on fire. Yeah.
No quick bites. That was that because I hadn't reset the dollar bucks in a while. 3 different people have redeemed me spray coloring my hair. Why do you have rain? Because it is in fact a redeemable. I can't remember if it's on the menu, but it's definitely there. But yeah, so this is the tragic story of a gentleman that was set on fire because a feminist decided she didn't like his joke.
That was a thing. Now, I know you often hear about men doing horrifically violent things, and men do that, and it's terrible that they do that. And whenever that happens, you see this big media beat up about how bad men are as a whole and all the things that we all need to change because of some horrible human being. But here's the thing. When a woman is the perpetrator of the violence, you never see the media up in arms.
Notice how the nose rings suspiciously disappeared right when she was going to court?
Demanding action against violent women or demanding someone deals with toxic femininity. That never happens. This story is...
Paul Ferrell said, "Have you ever watched Bearing?"
Almost religiously. Ever since my previous goal, Bearing's basically who I'm chasing now, because I don't have the time to be a proper, accurate lore tuber aside from watching trial streams, and fuck it, I think I can actually chase him down if I wanted to. Biggest problem in the Karen Reid matter is the clear bias in both rulings and the treatment. The clear bias both in rulings and the treatment of the parties and objections without stating grounds is insane. Hang on, let me do this one. I 100% agree with you on that. And the simple fact of the matter is that I genuinely believe that what we are seeing is causing large swaths of not only US, but international audiences to turn around and have very little faith in the justice system. It is systemic in that courtroom, and it is a massive problem. It's part of the reason that I believe that... It's part of the reason that I believe that Bev instituted the buffer zone to begin with, because I personally believe that she was more pissed off about people criticising her than actually having interference with the jury, because there are multiple other things that she could have done if that was the case. But, yes, I genuinely believe that... I'm still in the camp that she's going to get convicted. In no way, shape, or form do I believe that it will be just. I in no way think that it would be fair and reasonable. I'm just fully expecting additional shenanigans at this point.
I'm gonna come.
Fuck. Okay, just so I can be clear, does anybody else still have around the 4,000 mark? Okay, because I need to pick real estate here, all right? Bev needs to go to prison, as does Brennan O'Lally, for how they have handled things. Well, it's very true, honestly. So what do we got left? We got pink, we got yellow, and then we're getting into the glitter. So, Coke Fairy, what are you thinking? Pick your poison. Pink? Shit. Actually, you know what? I know what I can do. Just to be safe. Oh, right, I have to actually... Show is not over, I'm just checking the credits so I can see if anyone else is still in the area. I'll be back in like 5 seconds. Alright, so there's 2. And I'm not sure if either of them are in chat. Oh, no, Daz is here. Alright, so Daz is here. And Dazza and Deanna. Do my brows? No, not. I don't want to get anything near the eyes because it's got. Even the coloured stuff has glitter in it. So, all right. As Camelot says, I wonder if we're going to get to a rainbow night. Fuck me. You can't even see it. All right. I think I'm going to have to take the pink out of rotation next time. Oh, I can feel the pink and glitter. Oh, it's dripping down my... Oh no.
Mspire said, "These are the streams we love.
But it's
Let's just have
there,
fun,
you just can't
heart,
see
heart."
Oh. Oh, no. Not on the shirt. Oh. I didn't think this through, and I have no tissues. Well, surprisingly, the baby wipes are in the baby's room. Oh my god. Oh, YouTube might have an issue with that, actually. Yeah, hang on. Alright, I'm back. Oh, yeah, it washes off. It's more just it's a pain in the backside. I should check that with the Lady Overlaw'd. Well... It's definitely on there, you just can't see it. That's what you get for not resetting the $1. Look, I'm not complaining, okay? I know that I've been neglectful for my streaming and all that sort of stuff. The only thing I'll say is... Are you good with this Coke Fairy, or do you want me to try a different colour? Because it can't really see anything. Looks like Macron's wife got me. You giggled? That's fine then. Okay. Was there sound on the technical difficulties thing? Because I just realised that I haven't, like, I could hear it, but I didn't check whether or not the Look, now the cat's got green hair. Reminds me of a true story. Once upon a time, boys getting was still a thing. One of my mates got the great idea of insect repellent on his sack. Oh, God. It's all right, Jill. All right, yeah. I'm thinking the pink we can take out. I might have to see if I can get a different color. I mean, I think there was blue at one stage because it doesn't look like it's actually working on my hair. Like it's definitely there because I've got sparkly fingers now and all sorts of shit. So everything's redeeming for $0 box. There were some that should still technically be free because I was messing around with them. I think the rain and the rain was always free, but that's all right. Sent rain points cost to there. All right. Back from living uncle activities, the niece had leftover pizza and breadstick breakfast. Oh, lovely. Thank you for letting me know. Shocked is still... There we go. Only problem is now my neck... Well, I mean, at least my neck is, like, evidence that I actually did it, you know? Because I feel bad, like... But anyway. Where are we? So that's the glitter and that's the colour. So they're the two there that are still there. Alright. It's just whether or not Dazza or Diana want to use up theirs, but either way, I shall continue to look like a parrot, I suppose. Anyway, can we get back to this story about the chick that set the guy on fire, and then we'll see what else we can get into?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
See, that would have been so much better if I hadn't changed the scene.
So full on, and the longer it goes, the more insane.
Because I actually want to try and clip this one out for a video for later. So let's start from the top.
Mean joke to a woman, and she was so offended, so very offended, that she set him on fire. Yeah, That was a
And the joke
thing.
wasn't even that
Now, I
bad
know
by
you
my
often hear about
understanding.
men doing horrifically violent things, and men do that, and it's terrible that they do that. And whenever that happens, you see this big media beat up about how bad men are as a whole and all the things that we all need to change because of some horrible human being. But here's the thing. When a woman is the perpetrator of the violence, you never see the media up and up.
It's always in the eyes. Always. Oh, hang on. I can use one of my hang on. Wait, how do I use it? Tools. Is it in docs? Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm playing with a new toy. Can it work or not? It's not. It doesn't seem to be working. Well, allegedly they were friends' winks. I say allegedly because, well, you know, crazy ass woman. I don't get how this works. Does it work or does it not? Tool file image. I don't know how this is supposed to work. New draw. Global draw source. Oh shit. What you going for, Dezza? You want the rainbow glitter, or do you want the yellow? I'm never getting through this story. Shit, now my throat's itchy. Glitter. All right. Because the glitter doesn't actually have a color to it, so I just sort of do it all over. Can't tell if you can see the sparkles or not. It's definitely all over my shirt.
Do it! Just do it!
Whew. That one's worse than the others. Just saying. Oh yeah, you can see it. All right, that's fine. Don't think I got any on the Gundam either, which is good. Always a benefit. I always sparkle. Thank you. I've said fuck a lot this morning. Well, I have, yeah. Now I'm a disco ball. Because I sparkle! Can't even... Yeah, there's enough that you can see it. I think. Yeah, the glitter generally goes everywhere until I vacuum. Suffice to say, I'm going to be sleeping in the shower tonight. Alrighty. Well, thank you very much for showing your support for the channel, people. Because let's face it, the only way that this could have happened to me is if you guys were genuinely sitting, watching, enjoying the streams, commenting, and sending super chats and all that sort of stuff. So, from the bottom of my heart, Probably the gayest thing I'll say all night. Love you all and thank you very much. Giggity. Now, can I work out how the hell this draw thing is supposed to work? Settings, cursor, color, rectangle, fill, no, pencil. Shit, hang on. No, that's the GitHub for it. That's not what I want. I want to know how the fuck I'm supposed to use it. Add option, have the cursor, da-da-da, da-da-da. All right, Nutty.
So I just added this
Show me how
new
to do it.
plugin to my OBS setup that allows me to draw over my OBS window below. So to get the plugin, head to the link down below. There's an installer for Windows, Mac, and Linux. It's pretty easy to install. If you don't know how to install an OBS plugin, just Google it. It's not that hard. Once you install it, restart OBS, and you'll find it under Docs and Draw. And when you pull that up, you'll get an output.
Grifter wannabe said testing to see how many points I get from this since I have work to do to get over the threshold.
Should be 1 point per dollar, $1 buck per dollar. So, but I mean, to be fair, I think I originally instituted that in order to incentivize Let's Go Brandon, but he hasn't been around since he got pissy about the tariffs when I was talking about them. And all I did was say a couple of things. Now I want to hear from now I want to hear from Aussie. Now all I want to hear from Aussie is to ask to speak to the manager. I don't care if the coupon is expired. I want to speak to your manager. Good enough?
Where you can see your OBS window, and you just draw in it. That's it. It's super simple. You probably don't need this tutorial. You can basically just figure everything out. It's really that simple.
No.
But let me just walk through some of the settings that they have. So up here, if you want to change the color of your brush, you can change the color to say blue. Then now you have a blue brush. You can change the opacity to, let's just say 100%. And so now you get a more solid blue brush. There is a clear button there. And then the drop down has all of the different types of brushes. So there's a brush type.
Well, it works in finance, so I can kind of
you can do
understand
that.
it.
It's like that one's like a softer brush. You can do lines. So if you want to do perfectly straight lines, you can do this. If you hold shift, it makes it like 90-degree angle.
This doesn't help me. It's
You
because
don't
it's
want to
not
have
working.
to constantly change different brushes and brush sizes. Hotkeys are, and then they always a exact text that squares. Color to say blue. Then now you have on screen. You can do the brand new dock that shows a preview of your OBS output that you can literally just hover over with your mouse and just click to start drawing. You can make your own brushes, you can clear
Nothing's
it, you
showing
can draw
up in the dock,
shapes,
though.
you can even make your own custom stamps. I think the best use case would be for something like esports commentary. Imagine watching ALGS on your stream and being able to draw a circle to highlight areas of the game map where your audience is supposed to be looking so you can better explain map rotations. I don't know if you guys play real sports. I used to play basketball, but imagine being able to commentate over a basketball game and then drawing out where the players are supposed to be going and then drawing little basketball stamps everywhere to show where the ball's supposed to rotate. You guys ever watch Awful Coaching before?
We live in North Korea!
It's drawing on a screen, okay? You can figure out ways to use the plugin. Anyway, it's pretty easy to set up. You probably don't even need a tutorial, but I do want to show you some of the advanced tricks that you won't find in any other YouTube video, and I know that because I checked.
I'm not gonna lie, Jem. That's part of the reason why I wanted it. I make no qualms about it. For some reason, I've imported the draw source. I have opened up the dock, and nothing is happening. What if I go 100%? Will that make a difference? Settings, favorite tools, add current, no. Windowed, no, that makes no difference. Cursor, show color, maybe I'm just a boomer. Look, that's altogether possible, to be perfectly honest. Does OBS let you pinch and zoom? That would be useful for Titty Ball. So, zoom, following the mouse, and draw are all things that I'm trying to implement so that we can have fun with them. Because, I mean, it'd also be helpful for trial streams and things like that as well. But I don't understand why it's just not letting me do this. Docs. Draw doc. Hang on. If OBS Draw plugin is not working, it could be due to a few factors, such as an outdated OBS version, which I know is not possible. Check for conflicting software, the ability to capture the draw, temporarily disable any, ensure draw dock is visible in the OBS studio. Well, I've got that. Check the settings within the draw dock, such as the pen color, thickness, and drawing style. Yes. Confirm that the draw source is correctly added to your scene.
Are you a fighting game streamer? Do you do live analysis? Do you run tournaments? Do you have a setup .lua open? And then it's going to show you your options. And then you can put the file wherever you want. It will be added as overall super easy. I'll do some play by.
Yeah, that's really not. Does a draw dock show you docs? Congrats on the plugin, blah, blah, blah. Can't figure out how to invoke the drawing mode. Got it installed. See the drawing dock in the upper left corner. Added global draw as a source, and it is on top of the stack of my videos. Started recording, can't figure out what invokes the cursor to start drawing. In the OBS docs menu should have an option called draw. Open that dock and place it into OBS by dragging the title bar, resize it by dragging the sides to get the you want. Yeah. That's all fine. Draw dock. Scene transition stats, advanced swing, audio monitor, downstream keyer, media controls, sync test dock title, scene tree view title, stream up, social stream's fine there. I mean, is it because I need to include it as a dock? I mean, surely that can't be the issue. Surely not. No, that's not working either. Redo. Always on top. I don't know. This one's got me a bit stumped. Cursor file, undo max, defaults. Just select the defaults, yes. Okay, it's definitely linked to it because I was just able to change the cursor color from inside the source as opposed to... That is so weird. Does it give me the option of setting hotkeys or anything? Cursor file, cursor custom file, tool color, color selector. Okay, that worked. Cursor color. I don't know, honestly. Anyway, if I keep going like this, it's just going to bore the hell out of people. And given that there's 60 of you watching, it was supposed to just be a little bit of just a little fun little thing that I could just do to make it work, but apparently not. Cursor image, icon image.
Mommy milkers.
Nice one, Dazzle. Alright, I'm just going to close that dock, and I'm just going to move that across there. I'll try and work it out. So... Alright, let's get back to this video for the fourth time. I don't think anyone else can redeem, so... Alright. Starting from the start, okay? Where'd what go?
A man made a mean joke to a woman, and she was so offended, so very offended that
what I was trying to do was show the fact that
to a woman,
it's always in the eyes, isn't it? And for someone that's, you know, relatively young, she's got a hell of a lot of crow's feet as well.
And she was so offended, so very offended that she
set him on fire.
Set him on fire. Yeah, that was a thing. Now, I know you often hear about men doing horrifically violent things, and men do that, and it's terrible that they do that. And whenever that happens, you see this big media beat up about how bad men are as a whole and all the things that we all need to change because of some horrible human being. But here's the thing. When a woman is the perpetrator of the violence, you never see the media up in arms demanding action against violent women or demanding someone deals with toxic femininity. That never happens. This story is so...
Of course not, because toxic femininity doesn't exist.
Full on, and the longer it goes, the more insane it gets. But still, what blew my mind is that no one gave a shit. If the genders had been swapped, it would have been a mainstream story, but not in this case. It's funny, you know, whenever you see a man do something horrible, it's always this catch cry of, well, it's toxic masculinity to blame. We need to blame Andrew Tate and people like Andrew Tate, the gateway to the alt-right and incel culture and all this shit. Who do we blame when women do horrible things? I'll tell you who.
Men.
We blame men again. We blame Andrew Tate again. We blame the right-wing men, all that type of shit, because they're the ones who made her get to that point, which is crazy. Regardless of who is at fault and regardless of their sex, they are to blame. They're the fucking psychos. I'm not trying to hide from the fact that a lot of men commit violent crimes. I'm just merely saying that maybe when women do the exact same thing, we should look at the violent rhetoric coming from a lot of misandry-loving, men-hating creatures that exist on the internet. But here's the story. A woman has doused a, quote, lifelong friend.
Yeah, that was the bit that I couldn't work out. How the hell she thought it was okay, particularly given that they had known each other their entire lives. These are individuals that have known each other for a very significant period of time. The fact that she then turned around and doused him and lit a match, basically, because she was pissed off with the way that he made a joke. That's more than a little insane.
Friend, wow. I guess you never really know people. Douse them in petrol or gasoline, wherever you're from in the world, and set him alight. She had been angered by a sexist comment, a court had been told. Now, if you reverse the roles and you said that, well, it's what she said, that's why he threw the petrol on her, people would be blowing up. They would be so angry. But no, because it's the roles are reversed, who gives a shit? In this article, we have to ask the question, are you blaming the dude who got set on fire for getting set on fire?
Is that not just batshit crazy to think that that's the way that this is being handled, though? And he's not wrong, because you can look at the media articles, which we will in a minute.
What the fuck? I don't give a fuck how sexist someone was, or how rude someone was, or how offended you are. Don't light people on fire, dickhead. Corby, shit name, Jean Walpool, previously pleaded guilty to a single count of burning or maiming by corrosive fluid, which is the Queen's courtroom English for throwing fucking petrol on some poor prick and lighting him on fire. Okay, so she's pleaded guilty. So she said, I did it. Now, was she just fucking around? Was it a joke? Now, I know that sounds ridiculous, but we all did stupid shit when we were younger, like the aerosol deodorant cans. You'd light a fucking, not that I'd ever do this, and don't do this at home, but
Absolutely
you'd like a flamethrower, right? You'd chase people around. Maybe that's what was happening here. Probably not, but maybe. Let's find out. I guess maybe I'm thinking it's like punching a friend in the arm when they say something, you know, like you're just like, cut it out.
It was 5 liters of petrol. That's not a joke. That's not a prank. It's not a fight between friends. It's taking a jerry can and pouring it all over him prior to setting a match.
She went, poured the petrol on and lit him on fire and said, stop it. Oh, you silly bastard. Stop it. I'm going to light you on fire. Now, am I saying that punching someone in the arm is similar to lighting someone on fire? I mean, depends how good your punch is, I guess. But I'm not a brave, independent woman, so I can't comment. Good on you, girl. You go, girl. Wow, so brave.
No, I can't even try and attempt that. Never mind.
God. I think what's absolutely insane about this is actually looking at the woman in question. Like, look at her. She looks like a regular person. That fucking nutcase lit someone on fire. So obviously, gents, the line has been drawn in the sand. If you say something, oh, we haven't even covered what he said. Now wait until you hear what he said. It was proper sexist. It was like, mate, if anyone said that to me, the only course of action is fucking lighting them on fucking fire. That's the only course of action. Apparently that's what happened with Joan of Arc. Apparently she just said something sexist to someone. They had to fucking lie. Did she get lit at the stake? Yes, she was convicted of hearsay by the English and French collaborators and by hearsay.
Heresy. Fuck me. Isaac, you're a hilarious comedian. One is hearing information secondhand, the other is blaspheming against the church. Not the same thing. Oh yes, it is now the 1st of June, isn't it?
Say they mean sexist comments. Ugh. The young woman hosted the victim, Jake Loader, at her home in how long? How long do you set me on fire, you crazy bitch? They and other friends had been partying through the night and returned to the home at about 5 a.m. to continue drinking. Go to bed, you fucking lunatics. Now, much of the group was heavily intoxicated and Walpole had also consumed cocaine, you dirty bitch. Now, usually when you've done a bit of cocaine, you want to talk about businesses. And I want to give, props to this young lady because she obviously wants to work in the petroleum field alongside ExxonMobil and British Petroleum and stuff like that. So that's really good to see a brave young woman stepping up into a world dominated by men. So good fucking on her. So proud, Corby. Well done. She said that Mr. Loader had been antagonistic during the night. Oh, good way to fucking victim blame, you dogs. At one point, attempting to wrestle her. Oh, well, light on fire then. He deserved it. At another point, he tried to wrestle her sleeping boyfriend. Throw him off a bridge. But here's the kicker. Here's what he said. The straw that broke this camel's back. I was feeling overwhelmed by his presence. Ooh, he's the fucking conjuring ghost, is he? I didn't know what to do, she said in court, according to the ABC. Quick, take your ADHD meds. You'll be fine. She said her rage peaked when Mr. Loader told her to stay in the kitchen making scones where she belonged instead of going out drinking with the boys. Now, the stay in the kitchen making scones is the only part in quotes there, so I imagine the rest of that is just sort of paraphrasing. So this fucking legend said to her, go back in the kitchen and make some scones. Good on you, dude. I'm only saying that's funny because of what she did next. I wouldn't say that to a lady unless it was funny. Maybe it was.
Look, comedy is tragedy plus timing. She clearly had a bee in her ass because she didn't know how to make scones, presumably. Poor thing, boo-hoo. Scones are fancy sandwiches. Well, you know. Oh, shit, I meant to make lazy boy chicken today. I have to make that tomorrow so the chicken doesn't go off. If it hasn't already. Shit. Oops.
Ozol laughs. I don't know, and she just fucking lost the plot. Anyway, I think we should name him the king of us big men. I think that's what we need to do from this. At that point, she went to the garage and returned with a 5-litre container of petrol. Fuck. At what point does this become attempted murder, by the way?
It already
I'd like
has.
to know that. She poured it over Mr. Loader, waved her lighter around before he teased her again. Yeah.
What are you going to do? Stab me? Famous last words before the guy stabbed to death. Anyone who defends her needs to be told they need to be set aflame. Jesus.
Saying, go on, do it. And then Walpole set him alight. All right. Hot tip, Mr. Loader, no pun intended. If someone's covered you in petrol, don't antagonise them when they have a lighter in their fucking hand.
To be fair, he was plastered out of his goddamn mind, but still. No. It's a joke, Mufasa. There was a quote from a guy that was being robbed. A guy pulled a knife and he says, "What are you going to do? Stab me?" Prior to getting stabbed. Like, this is what are you going to do? Set me alight?
Probably not a great move. At that point, you usually just go, all right, you psycho, fucking, I'm going to leave. Fuck, 55% of Mr. Loader's body was burned before he was placed in an induced coma for 8 days.
Jesus.
She should be fucking in jail for the rest of her life. He spent another 74 days in Prince Alfred's Hospital burn unit in Melbourne where he underwent 10 surgeries. So this is fucking serious. I hope you're okay, mate, if you're watching this. You're a legend. Here's your crown, you dropped it. And on top of all that, obviously physical scarring, but the mental scarring as well. That's got to do a lot of damage to someone, the impact on his career, all that type of shit.
Absolutely agreed. Yeah, hang on.
Fuck. Peter.
Here's the actual story. Corby Walpole describes for the first time in her own words the moment she doused school friend Jake Loader in 5 litres of petrol and set him alight. A woman who doused her childhood friend in petrol and set him on fire has revealed she could not go into a service station, look at a jerry can, or fill her lawnmower with fuel after the senseless attack. I should fucking well hope not. It's kind of hard to be able to fill a jerry can from behind bars. Corby Walpole has also described the moment she ignited Jake Loader as he sat in her backyard soaked in 5 litres of petrol and he suddenly went whoosh. Notice how even in this article they're twisting it so that she's the victim already. Walpole was jailed for 4.5 years last Thursday after pleading guilty to one counting of burn, maim and disfigure or disable a person by use of a corrosive fluid. Why they dropped the murder charge, I don't know. Presumably because she pled guilty and it was, I don't know, part of a plea deal. The attack occurred at Walpole's house in How Long, near Albury on the New South Wales-Victorian border, where she was hosting a group of friends, including Loda, on January 7th. She said she snapped when Loda, who she'd known since high school and now lives with his parents on the Queensland cattle station, told her that she should be in the kitchen baking scones rather than out drinking with the boys. So he's a man of traditional values and suggested to someone that they go back to the kitchen. Look, I'm not justifying the misogyny. No, fuck it. I genuinely believe that the economy is the way that it is because the government decided to trick ladies into thinking that they had to have income and tax everyone out the nose. So, no, look, ladies, I'm saying it would be great for the economy if everybody, you know what, no, it doesn't have to necessarily be all the women, but if one parent or one partner out of everybody just stopped working and just said, no, you're not going to tax us, you're not going to rule our lives, all that sort of shit, it'd be very interesting to see exactly what would happen to the government and the economy the world over. Just saying. Serious question, do you also butter your scones? I generally don't butter my scones. Lady Overlaw'd will, however, make homemade whipped cream, which is just... What I hear from the news article is a woman is too emotional that she can't be held accountable for burning her lifelong friend alive. Pretty much boils it down, yeah. Loda was left permanently disfigured, having suffered third-degree burns to more than half of his body and spending 74 days in the burn unit at Alfred Hospital. In a 10-page affidavit, 24-year-old holy shit, that bitch is 24? Damn, she's got some crow's feet for a 24-year-old. Prepared in April ahead of her sentencing in the New South Wales District Court, she set out to explain that what she had done to Loda in her own words. She disclosed that she had considered taking her own life after setting the 22-year-old on fire and felt physically ill when she saw his shocking injuries in photographs. God forbid you should understand the repercussions of your actions. Does she know that cream is breast milk from cows? She does now. Kathy. You know what? Actually, the story leads nicely into that. We'll talk about that in a minute. Walpole disclosed that she considered taking her... blah, blah, blah. She also conceded her drug and alcohol use had spiraled out of control as she dealt with the breakdown of a long-term relationship. Walpole met Riley Stone in 2019 and they bought a house in November 22, but from early 2023 things became strained. None of which is relevant to you setting a man on fire. We're regularly arguing, usually about Riley being lazy or immature and me having to organise and arrange everything in our lives in our relationship. Got to the point for a few months before the offence where I tried to avoid Riley as much as possible, didn't want to go home and would try and stay out and socialise to avoid being home and being around him. So your own issues with not wanting to be home with your boyfriend who you can't be stuffed to leave is the reason you set someone else on light because they said you should be in the kitchen instead of being around other people. So crazy hot graph. Oh no, she's nowhere near. She's a 3 if she's lucky. Throughout 2023, Walpole was consuming 15 to 20 standard drinks, half a gram of coke, and 1 or 2 ecstasy pills each weekend. She sometimes took speed and ketamine as well. None of which is an excuse or any way to remediate you setting someone on fire. Every now and then I would black out after drinking and taking drugs, she said in her affidavit. Otherwise, I thought I was in control. Looking back, I was clearly not. Alcohol and drugs were my escape, and I was needing more and more of them to distract myself from feeling down and low. I remember feeling anxious a fair bit before the offence. However, I did not really think about my mental health or have any insight or understanding of it. I always thought that whatever emotional issues I felt were ones I should just be able to deal with by myself. On the night she set Loader on fire, Walpole had taken 1/3 of a gram of cocaine and down cider, homemade punch, whiskey, rum, and vodka, up to 35 standard drinks on board, as well as cocaine. Again, none of which is relevant to you setting someone on fire. I mean, to be fair, YouTube isn't doing it, so social stream is. But I kind of got to blur the stuff out, like, especially now that I know that I can stream directly on Kick, because it's Wild West over there. No, puppy dog. Walpole, Loader, and their friends had gone to the local golf club, a house party, and a 21st celebration during the evening. By the time the remaining revelers made their way back to her home, it was 4 a.m. If it's after 2 a.m., just go home. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. We know this. Thanks to How I Met Your Mother, we definitely know that. Because I would only ever watch that show after 2 a.m. Jake had been antagonizing me during the night. He was telling me that I needed to get back to the kitchen and that I was a girl. I gave it back to him as I thought he was being a misogynist. He was really pushing my buttons. About 5 a.m., they were sitting around an outdoor table drinking cans of hard Solo with two male friends. Jake kept telling me I should be in the kitchen making scones for them. He said I shouldn't be out drinking with the boys. He told me I was stupid. At one point, I went to the garage, got the jerry can that was in there, brought it out and poured it onto his head. I then got a lighter and held it out and told Jake that I'll do it, I'll do it. He then looked at me and smiled, go on, do it. And then I lit the lighter. Jake then suddenly went whoosh and went up in flames. He was on fire all over and he started running around the yard screaming and trying to take his shirt off. I remember him going to the pool. I couldn't believe what I had done. I freaked out. I started crying and shaking, saying, what the fuck have I done? What the fuck have I done? You lit a man on fire. That's what you did. He just wouldn't stop. He was telling me to do it. Walpole remembered a female friend hugging her. She ran out the front door and down to the Murray River. After that, what happened was pretty much a blur. I was in shock after the offense. I remember waking up at some point after being asleep and thinking it was a nightmare. Could not believe what I'd done or that it was real. I was so worried about Jake and what had happened to him. Loader, who spent 8 days in an induced coma, had suffered 3rd-degree burns to 55% of his body and 2nd-degree burns to a further 6%. I could not leave the house after what I did to Jake. I kept thinking to myself, what the fuck have I done? Yeah. That's literally, yes. I lost 6 kilos in the first week after I committed the offense. Boo fucking who. Could not eat. Boo fucking who. I would see Jake burning every time I closed my eyes. I also see him in my dreams. You should see him every second of your fucking waking life, as far as I'm concerned. You did that deliberately. Yes, she's victim blaming. The electrician returned to work 3 days a week in late February and after a month was back full time. Of course she was. After the offence for about 1 month, I was not able to go to a service station. It was only when I returned to work and had to fill up the work van that I started attending service stations again. Since the offence, I can't look at a jerry can and I can't fill up the lawnmower. I have to get Dad to do it. Enjoy jail, princess. Before her sentencing, she reread a statement of facts about her attack on Loader and looked at the photographs of the injuries that she'd inflicted on his arms, legs, chest and face. Looking at the photos of Jake makes me feel physically ill that I caused those shocking injuries to him, she said. I was devastated to see those photos and felt so appalled and disgusted at myself for what I did. Deeply ashamed of what I did to Jake. She is only thinking about herself here. Of her alcohol and drug abuse, she vowed in her affidavit she had not touched them since and intended to never do so again. She said she deserved significant punishment for her dangerous, reckless and stupid conduct and knew that that was exactly what she faced. Well, clearly not. I cannot imagine the pain and suffering Jake has experienced, she said. Cannot imagine what his family and his girlfriend, who was my good friend before I committed the offence, and everyone else who cares about him have been through because of my conduct. I'm responsible for that suffering. I do not make excuses for what I did because there aren't any. Really? It fucking well sounded like you were making excuses. I understand I can never atone for what I did to Jake. My only hope is that he is okay. She's eligible for parole in November 2029. 4.5 years for deliberately going into a garage, picking up a 5-litre, 1.5 gallon jug of petrol, tipping it over someone's face, and then lighting a lighter in their face. If I hurt you, then I'm sorry. Is pretty much what it boils down to. Honestly, it's fucking disgusting. And Butterfield's right. If this had been the other way around, if this was a man that had done this to a woman, it would have been national fucking news. There would have been public outcry, there would have been any number of things, but no. Not only did she not cop the attempted murder charge, 4.5 years. And she's eligible for parole. No, hang on. 4.5 years would be November 2029. How many years did she actually get? Could have sworn they said that she was sentenced to 4.5 years, so maybe the parole isn't actually all that early. Surprised she even went to jail. We live in a man-hating world where men are seen as rapists and abusers and women are seen as victims. Well, not wrong there. But the reason that tied in nicely with something that I found quite funny, if she doesn't go to prison, she'll be forced to say she burned her lifelong friend alive for making a joke. Hell, even if she does go to prison, she'll be forced if released. Yes, 4.5 years for disfiguring a man and leaving him in pain forever. What this tied nicely into is, I don't know how many people will have seen it, but I made a YouTube short, well, technically a TikTok first, but I moved it across. Surprisingly, it's easier to make videos on TikTok and then upload them to YouTube Shorts. I don't know why, I find the user interface a little bit easier. But it was about what I came home to for dinner on Thursday. I walked in the door to the smell of boiling meat. Not gonna lie, I mean, over the years I've kind of gotten used to it because it's how my wife cooks burrito mince. It's just something that she grew up with because she was in a very healthy household and they boil the fat out of it and all that. Not only do they boil the fat out, they boil the flavor out. So, but basically it was a video of me basically saying, hey, send donuts. Because I walked in, I took a video of the thing, and Lady Overlaw'd was laughing her ass off when I made this video, by the way. And I didn't realize it at the time, but boy howdy did I piss off a few feminists. My favorite thing so far has been, hang on. Because I had to post it to TikTok in order to be able to download it and post it up on YouTube. What was that? Maybe if you're lucky, she'll leave you and you can cook for yourself after that long, hard day at work. Fuck you. Eat shit and die, you misogynistic prick. Fuck you. They kind of didn't really get any more creative after that. But some people really need to get a life. It was a tongue-in-cheek video that I got a kick out of, and as did the wife. She's laughing in it. You found it on X first? Well, yeah, that's because I kind of felt that I didn't have enough views on it, so I posted it to X because I was like, yeah, why not? Hang on, where are we? Learn to cook. So you pissed off women who support the murder of their offsprings. I have no idea if they support murder of offsprings. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not casting aspersions on that. What I am going to do is play the short for you. Because fuck it, it'll be one extra view for me. So, grueling day at work, 2 hours streaming, 4 hours driving, hard day in the office, and I walk in the door, and what do I smell? Boiling mince. Because this is what Lady Overlaw'd is cooking. Excuse the state of the thing. To be fair, it was my turn to clean the kitchen and I hadn't done it yet. Burritos, anyone? For the love of God, please someone send me a donut or a care package. Brains. You'll be happy to know we had pizza for dinner. But for that was worth me having pissed off a few feminists and being told to eat shit and die. So, you know. What are you gonna do? I just said fuck it. That was great. Love the realness. Oh, good. I'm glad you thought it was funny, because I fucking struggle to come up with ideas for shorts. I really do. Why boiling? It's just something that she was taught growing up. There was significant health issues in the family, so it was very much, you know, people were legitimately drinking wheatgrass every morning, and you know, I'm not going to go down the path. Point is, there's a family reason why she used to cook like that. Why she does cook like that, I should say. Hating on the femmes and vegans could be a thing. It's true. I could have a lot of fun with it. I mean, you know how I feel about vegan booty. So, but anyway, I had a little bit of fun. I thought it'd be good, but, you know, you're always going to piss somebody off, aren't you? Post more like that. Happy to. Does she at least boil it in beef stock? Water straight from the tap. She adds onion flakes, garlic powder, and that's about it. And I'm going to cop it later. I can tell you that right now. So... Aw, I forgot that I posted this one. For those of you that don't actually watch my shorts, why not? I was trying so hard to annoy Pepper and she just would not leave me alone. But anyway. Oh shit. Grifter's like 17 points away. Why would we wash your shorts? I don't expect you to wash my shorts. So. That's the cat who banned you? Yes, it is. What the hell is that, Stingy? Water your grass. Okay. So. Oh boy. Alright. Let me see if I can find the... Where's the other... Oh, it's got advice in it? Oh, alright.
I'm not a guy that thinks like, oh, the grass is greener on the other side, let's get out of here. I don't fucking do that. The grass is greener on the other side. Fuck that. Water your fucking grass. We stick around. That's what I do.
That's fair. My shorts don't seem to get in the newsfeed. That doesn't shock me. I mean, my... Guys, we know this channel has issues, all right? We know that. From the long and the short of it. Hello, Doc. Good morning to you too. So, I'm just going to keep... I was just listening to the audio, Carlos, to see what it said. I'll watch that properly later. Where is... Machete seized after school lockdown. Man treated for neck wound. Shit, there is something there. Police issue statement as disturbing vision of MCG crowd fight during Collingwood-Hawthorn clash emerges. No, that wasn't all of it. I'll watch the whole thing later. Seen a few of your shorts, but I'm in Cali, not sure if where we are makes a difference. I don't think it does, if I'm honest. I'm just still here toiling away, so... Oh, yeah, let's talk about this. Hang on. So, oh, hang on. I need to zoom out a little bit. A fake lawyer in a law firm has defrauded clients out of $450,000. After weeks of no contact, clients of Trent Regaris learnt several painful revelations about the man who had pretended to be their lawyer, including a recent payment of up to $330,000 that went missing. His law firm, Castle Law Group, was not a real law practice, and they'd been defrauded for a total of $456,093 from as far back as 2021. How the hell do you engage someone for almost 4 years and not actually know that they're not actually doing any legal work for you? Told my daughter's uncle and aunt, my ex-brother at dinner last night, that he was so thankful I won my custody case because her old school system is getting so bad. Oh, Jesus. Well, apologies, Swamp Bear. I'm not sure what to say to that, but I mean, it's great that you've got custody, and hopefully that's going to be a good outcome for them.
Jude Curio said 2 words, Krispy Kremes.
Hey, Jude. Damn, I could actually do some Krispy Kremes. I wonder if 7-Eleven's still open. Time is it? Oh, fuck, it's 1 a.m. What did I get to? Following a final hearing that he did not attend, the New South Wales Supreme Court awarded judgment to the clients for their stolen money and just over $43,000 in interest. Regaris and the firm were also restrained from diminishing the value of the assets below $499,979. The conduct's already been referred to the police. Justice Michael Slattery said that Regaris and Castle Law held themselves out as professional advisors to create a relationship of trust. They created a situation of vulnerability for the plaintiffs. The situation attracted the necessary elements for the creation of a traditionally accepted fiduciary relationship akin to the solicitor-client relationship which the plaintiffs were induced to believe existed. Having already worked for Regaris in the past, with Regaris in the past, the clients approached him in August of 24 to assist with the purchase of a Tamara property and the sale of an existing property. Upon receiving the settlement funds, the clients noticed that they received about $80,000 less than they expected, but they were told by Regaris that the amount had been withdrawn to satisfy a stamp duty payment. By that stage, Castle Law had a total of $187,000 on so-called trust for stamp duty, but this was $23,091 more than was needed. On or about 28 January this year, the day prior to settlement, the clients were advised by a consultant solicitor and colleague of Regaris that it could not be completed because Castle Law's trust account had not been linked to a property settlement platform with the required amount for stamp duty and the 5% deposit. That's a legitimate thing. If the funds are not available in PEXA, then sometimes settlement can't go through. There should have been a number of warning signs before this, though. Food fisheries. Fiduciary. Fidouche. Detective douche. When the clients got Regaris on the phone, they were told that the settlement issue was an administrative error and were asked to deposit an additional $330,000 to ensure settlement proceeded. For several weeks, he made up excuses for his failure to return the $330,000 and eventually stopped responding at all. On 26th of February, the clients received a call from a woman who said she was Regaris' mother, who informed them that he had allegedly been charged by police on unrelated matters and refused bail. The following month, the clients received a letter from Revenue New South Wales requesting a payment of $18,000 for stamp duty on the property that they had purchased with his assistance in June 2024. The consultant lawyer, informed them that Regaris lodged a first home buyer's assistance scheme application for the property without instructions, and despite the clients not being eligible. Attempts to call Regaris and Castle Law were unsuccessful. After they commenced Supreme Court proceedings, the clients learned that he applied for the stamp duty exemption on a 2021 property sale. No shit. Informed them that Regaris lodged a first home buyer's assistance application for the property without instructions despite them not being eligible. After the commence, they found out that he lodged a stamp duty exemption in 2021 on the basis of breakdown of marriage, de facto relationship, or domestic relationship, basically meaning that there would be no stamp duty payable on that transaction. So they gave him money and he applied to make sure that none was payable. Illegally. Allegedly. By the looks of it. Clients told the court that they were married and had never been divorced or separated. Regaris, who had told the clients to transfer $108,442 for the property, had invented the fiction to keep the stamp duty sum.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
This is... Whoop. Makes it taste better with his humour. You're very welcome, Major Sarcasm. And look, if it wasn't for the fact that I have to get up and fucking drive, this is when I'd be streaming normally. Maybe at some point in the future, when we move to Camperdown, I'll be able to get back to my normal streaming. But, you know, in the meantime, you're sort of stuck with me in the car. Provided you're just going to live with that, we should do okay. So, that one was an interesting one. The trouble there is that there should have been several red flags there, honestly. For example, it probably should have taken the State Revenue Office 3 years to get involved to say that there's $18,000 missing. Do we know what happened to the My Kitchen Rules reality show couple that was arrested for crimes against children? I have no idea. Hang on. That's April. Oh, God. Former MKR star Claudienne Bernadette Uamaki Mu pleads guilty to kicking, hitting, and spitting on children. Gross. Two former My Kitchen Rules stars were facing a raft of charges that cannot be identified for the first time after the woman pled guilty to kicking, spitting, and hitting children. Claudette Mu and Anthony Michael Mu, who could only be named as two Channel 7 personalities during the initial appearances due to a sweeping non-publication order that was handed down in 2023. But the pair who appeared on the Channel 7 reality cooking show in 2023 can now be named, with the 54-year-old pleading guilty to 6 charges of a common assault on Wednesday. She walked free from court with a 12-month good behaviour bond and a $1,000 recognizance and no conviction recorded. Fuck me. Of course she did. Yes, this is absolutely the case. So I can't talk for other jurisdictions, but every month we record every transaction that goes in and out of the trust account. Every month we do our trust account reconciliation to make sure that every cent is accounted for. And then every year we get audited by an external examiner who reports to the Bar Association, well, our version of the Bar Association. And that's sort of why alarm bells should have been ringing a lot sooner than this. I mean, I get that he was a fake lawyer and therefore presumably didn't have a trust account that was being audited, but the lawyer on the other side should have smelled a rat, basically, is what I'm saying. Being kidnapped by an Aussie lawyer with sausages and green hair. Where are the sausages? See, now I'm just hungry. The couple was surrounded by family supporters who pushed past waiting media as they exited court. She posted an online video on Thursday saying she'd never want her name suppressed after being charged. In the video, she said the court matters had been ongoing since she'd been on the television show. They've just lifted my name suppression, which I really didn't want in the first place because I have nothing to hide. So I'll be running my food truck. All the food truck people know, just calm down. It's nothing new. There's nothing to see here. Oh, sweetheart, you actually believe that? You attacked kids. I mean, in some ways, at different times, I genuinely believe that spitting on someone is worse than hitting them. How's the YouTube crown thing work? I think it's just whoever's chatting the most in chat. Hang on, let me look. So it's doing this weird thing, okay? Apparently YouTube now allow you to... Hang on, we'll come back to this. Apparently, the YouTube chat now has... like XP points and like pop-ups and all sorts of stuff that I am not hugely aware of. Community leaderboard and XP. What is the leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges in live chat. It resets every stream so you can always try again. How do you get on the leaderboard? You'll need to collect experience points or XP by sending live chats or sending super chats and super stickers. So Carlos is currently at number 1 with 200 XP. Coke Fairy has 200. Jason has 175. Apparently you're not talking enough, Jason, because let's face it, you did the heavy lifting with a good chunk of the super chats tonight. Gem is at 150. Daz is at 150. A whole bunch of people are at 150, actually. So, I don't know. Just who's chatting the most, basically. Unless you, like, get... Can you take it off? I don't think you can, Carlos. I mean, you'll have to just stop talking, basically. And wait for someone else to overtake you in terms of XP. So. Alright. Post another video of herself singing along to a song as well as a screenshot of a Google search. How many innocent people plead guilty? Jesus Christ. Wednesday's proceedings began at 9 a.m, but after a lengthy delay occurred due to police attempting to amend some of her charges. After the case conference, which lasted through the lunch break, police prosecutor Sergeant Tom Wirrawan said only 6 common assault charges would proceed to a plea. The other charges were withdrawn. Additional chairs were required to accommodate the reporters due to family members packing out the area. So there you go. That's what happened with them. So, how many hidden $1 treasures are out there? 6, and I'm adding more. I got some more ideas to add to the list of things that we can have. You can take it off apparently, but I haven't really looked into it, so I can't say how. I'm unaware if you can or can't. So. What's that? Oh, that's funny. So I just quickly ducked into the Discord to have a look, see whether or not I had any stories saved in my secret bunker area, and Adara sent through this. She now understands why she hates Walcher from the Karen Reed trial so much. I can see it. Like I can completely understand. I can completely understand that. Should add Jeff's reaction to Googling what sounding is on Urban Dictionary. Don't Google it, it's very bad apparently. Well, I'll be honest, Jim, you've almost hit the nail on the head with one of them. So... Oh, fuck. Swamper, I'll be honest, I can't tell why they apologized. What was wrong? Oh. Alright. Well, we've only got the one colour left. I legit didn't think we were going to get another one tonight. Oh, it's stuck to the glitter, so it looks like I've got dandruff. Gross. I kind of need like a... Oh, I'm out. I just got to make one from micropene. Oh, that got up my nose. The ladies in the chat are trying to help me. Get a white. I don't know if it came in white. Like... Oh, I'm just gonna have to dunk my head in a like bucket of soap when I'm done here. Oh, I think I got something up my nose. Just looks like a blonde beard. Well, Colonel Mustard. That's alright, I'm good with that. 5 litres of petrol. Well, look, what I will say is that quite obviously, I'm out of colours, so no one else redeem anything, okay? We legitimately have, like... Have you heard of the AI platform Super Tips? Yes, I have. I did look into it. I've decided against it. Mainly because... Ugh. It's still yellow, it's just not as yellow because it's not dripping down my face. But we can't tell the gender if it looks good. Okay. Yeah, so I looked into Super Tips and I decided against it. Basically because I worked out who was behind it and what was involved with it, and I know other people are using it. I'm just not interested, honestly. If I wanted to do something similar to that, I could probably do it myself. Have the eyelashes and eyebrows still to go? No, these are all off limits. I'm not spraying anything like that near my eyes. I'm just not. Actually, don't mind the blonde. Oh. Where are we? So that's that there. That's cut out there. I gotta edit those videos or something. The Joker's got nothing on me. Why so serious? Okay, you know what? I tried for Joker and I wound up with like Toy Maker from The Flash. Next stream, Hayden dyes his hair and beard with real dye and comes back a blonde. Nope. Nope. Just nope. Never happening. Got to witness 431 students graduate in the Sea of Humanity. They got a combined 6.7 million in scholarships. Oh, wow, congratulations. That's amazing. Like, that is genuinely awesome. I can't tell whether or not I'm coming off as sarcastic or not, and I do apologise if it in any way does sound that way. Yes, I know blondes have more fun, that's why I married one. When the bathroom has a sausage dispenser. Best Joker next to Nicholson? Yeah. Alrighty, where are we? Ooh. Karen refuses to follow rules, forces plane to land, then begs for mercy when arrested. It's been a while since we've watched a Karen video. Do we want to close out with a Karen video?
How are you doing tonight?
Instead of spray, use eyebrow cream. Oh, look, if I was really going to do it, what I could do is, so the Aussies in chat, if any of you are still awake, will understand what a zinc stick is. It's kind of a thing here where you can get those in different colours, and I'm thinking that I could probably do so and just...
Man, we just need to talk to you outside real quick if you don't mind.
Walk up to the top of the ramp. Not kidding at all. Walk up to the ramp. The problem is that you wouldn't comply with the mask rule on the airplane. Walk
No,
up
I
top.
did. You have the wrong person.
No,
they pointed you out. So can we
No, that's not me.
Don't make this difficult.
This isn't me. My mask has been on me and no one has spoken to me.
Walk up here.
No one has spoken to me?
Ma'am, you are holding
This entire
up.
time?
Everybody's trying to
I don't
get
know
off the
why you guys are making this up. That wasn't.
We're not making it up. Can you just please go?
You're the wrong person.
Always big bingo.
You have the wrong person. What is the problem? My mask?
Can you please exit the jetway?
You need to leave me alone.
Captain, is this the woman that was causing the issue? Okay,
What is
let's
the
go.
problem here? My mask?
Walk.
It was not me.
Walk.
Ma'am, can you go?
I need to be left alone.
No, you're not. Let's go. Walk forward.
You guys need to leave me alone.
You are
You're the wrong person.
You need to leave.
That's not
Hey,
me.
Tell her she needs to leave.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I don't need you guys
Ma'am,
around
he's asking
me.
you to
This
leave.
is illawful.
He is
And
asking
you
you
need
Would
to.
you like to press charges?
I'm
Would you like
calling,
to
I'm
press
calling
charges
my
if you're-
lawyer.
Would you like to press
I'm
charges?
calling my lawyer.
take for her to leave?
Turn
Are you
around.
kidding me? Stop. Stop. Okay, what? Stop.
Ma'am.
Because of
You're
my
under
mask?
arrest.
I'm gonna guess.
Because of my mask?
No.
Turn around.
What is wrong with
Because
you?
you-
Okay, I'll comply.
He asked you to leave and you didn't want to.
Please.
Stop.
Oh shit me, this was only
What is
posted like an
going
hour
on here?
ago. Apologies,
Please,
Crime
stop.
Control
Put your hand
Network.
behind your back.
Stop, please.
Put your hand behind your
Okay, I
back.
will comply. What do you want from
Ma'am,
me?
he asked you to
Tom
leave.
Nash,
He
how you
asked you
doing?
to leave and you didn't want to leave.
Ow, ow,
Ma'am,
you
stop
broke it. You broke my hand.
Ma'am.
Please, my
Oh, come on.
Nobody's hurting you.
Please.
Put your hands behind your back.
Ma'am, comply.
Please stop. What is going on here?
Ma'am,
Are you
comply.
kidding me? Stop. You're stopping me on purpose. You guys are doing this. Stop. Please. For God's sake, it wasn't
Ma'am.
me.
Ma'am.
What is going on here? Am I being set up?
Come on.
For a mask?
I'll
It
grab her
wasn't
stuff.
Me. It was
I'll grab her stuff.
my mask. Hey, put it down, please. Stop. Don't hurt me. Stop.
Stop resisting.
Stop. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Stop me. I need to call my lawyer. I need to call my
Can't complain.
right
I'm
now.
currently
You
very
literally
colourful,
broke
so
my iPad.
life continues to be so.
What is going on? Please leave me alone. Please stop.
Ma'am,
Let
turn
me
around
go.
and walk.
Ow! Ow! Will you stop? What is going on here?
You're under arrest.
I could have sworn that was going to line up in face point.
Stop! Put my mask. Please.
Mind you. Lads, what do you reckon?
Stop.
Ma'am,
Real or fake?
belongings. You broke my belongings. It is.
Can you stay here? We need a statement from you.
I need to talk to my lawyer. I need to talk to my lawyer right now. I need to talk to my lawyer. This is unbelievable. That was not me. That wasn't me. I don't know who you're talking about. Please, you called the wrong person. That was not me. It wasn't me. I have people next to me saying it wasn't me. Because of my mask?
No, because you wouldn't leave.
I'm leaving, okay?
Yeah, I know you're leaving now.
I'm sorry. Of course I'm leaving. I wanted to talk about this.
No, you didn't want to talk about
Because
it.
I have paparazzi around me. People are taking photos of me walking off the plane. Obvious reason. I wanted to discuss this in a different manner. Please. It wasn't me. My mask. My mask? Come on. I can't do this right now. This is not happening.
Oh, it's happening.
Oh, yeah, it's
What is
happening,
happening?
sweetheart.
You're going to jail.
What are you talking about? Stop.
Ma'am,
please, please,
continue
please.
on.
No, please.
Hang on. No shit. I just found out why Brennan looks like he's got more hair.
Ma'am, just walk.
No! God, please, I can't afford this.
We asked you to leave the jetway. You didn't want to listen.
God, please, 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 God, no, please, 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 please.
Ma'am, I need you to walk.
I'm gonna get sick. I'm gonna throw up. Please, 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 please. No. No, 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 no. I gotta talk to my lawyer. This is not right. You guys, please, no. No, 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 God, please. Ow, my elbow. Ow. Stop it. Everything hurts me, please. God, no, no, no. I can't do this right now. Please, God, God, no. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Please, no. Please, 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 please. Please, what did I do wrong?
You didn't leave when you were
I'm
told to leave.
leaving. I didn't mean to.
Too late.
Please, no, it was a setup. This is all set up. Please, God,
It's a conspiracy. It's all set up.
No,
It wasn't me.
no, this can't happen to me. No, no. Oh, God, no. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, God. No, please, please. I can't do this. It can't happen to me. Oh, my God. You guys, please stop. No. Please, please, God. God, no, please, God. God, no.
Damn, I better watch heavy metal.
God, please don't do this.
Listen to me.
You guys don't do
You're
anything.
making this worse than it really is.
Oh, my God.
We have you on camera with everything.
Please, I'm
So
sorry.
I need you to stop.
Oh, my God, no. Please, I'm so
It's not
sorry.
gonna, the screaming
Oh
and
my
all
God,
that is
you
not
guys,
going to
I'm
change the
so
fact.
sorry.
We
Please.
asked you to leave.
Please, let
You
me
didn't
talk
wanna
to you.
leave. That's it.
Please, God, no.
I don't think this was just over the masks. At this point, she had a lawful order to, and she ignored it. So that's the problem. Even if you think that the original reason is unjustified, once you are given a lawful order to vacate, fucking listen.
No, 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 I can't do this. Okay, I want to leave. I'll leave. I'll leave. I'm
late.
so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't do anything. I'm sorry.
I'm going to put her shit
can't.
in her bag real quick.
I can't. I'm sorry. Guys, I'm so sorry. Please, God, no, please. Oh my God, no, please. You guys, I'm so sorry.
Stand right here.
Oh my God, please.
Face the truck. Face the truck.
Please, God,
Don't move.
I'll do anything. I'll do anything. Please,
Do not
God.
move.
I won't move. I won't move. I swear to God, I won't move. I swear to God.
Is your ID in here? Is your ID in here?
Yes.
Where?
It's in there. You guys, I'm so sorry. Can I call my mom, please?
Stand right there.
My mom.
Don't move.
Please, I'll do anything. You guys, anything. I'm so sorry. 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 I'm so sorry.
Ma'am,
None of this is
stand
going to
right
make any sort of
Sorry,
difference,
I'm so
sweetheart.
sorry.
Do not move.
You guys, I am so sorry. Please, please, it's Valentine's Day. I'm alone. I'm so alone on Valentine's Day. Please, God, I'll do
I'm looking
anything
for her ID.
you. Please, please, God, please, no. What happened happen to you?
You.
No, that was not me.
Yeah, it was.
That was not me. No, it wasn't.
Ma'am, his arm was perfectly fine before he interacted.
No, it wasn't me. That just happened to you. You walked across your truck. That was not you. You're holding me.
Ma'am, stop. Stay up against the truck.
Right here. That was not me.
Stay right here, ma'am.
That was not me.
Face the truck.
That was not me.
Face the truck.
What? That was not me. Officer, I'm sorry. That was not me. Officer, I will do anything for you. I am so sorry.
You gotta go to jail, man.
Officer, I am so sorry.
I know.
I will do anything. Please look at me, please.
It's okay. You just gotta go to jail.
Officer, please.
You don't have anything in here that's gonna poke
Nothing
me, correct?
at all. You guys, please,
Indian
God,
November?
I'm already.
Ma'am,
Stop. Please, I'm sorry. You guys, I'm sorry.
Doesn't
I will
matter
do
how sorry you
anything.
were.
I
You
will do
already
anything
done
for you.
fucked up.
Where's your license at?
I don't know. I don't know. Officer, what's your name? Adams. Can you please look at me? Officer Adams.
You gotta go to jail.
Why?
You're going to jail because they told you to leave and you refused to leave.
I'm leaving. Please.
Too late.
Officer, look at me. Please, it's Valentine's
late.
Day. Please.
Honestly, God bless my algorithm because I just got recommended large-breasted woman gets arrested for DUI.
You don't have
I'm at the
Valentine's.
mercy. I'm at the mercy of you.
You already said that you don't have Valentine's.
Please, I will do anything. I'm so sorry. I'm leaving. I have to go. I leave. Can I please, officer?
Boom! That was brutal.
Adams, Officer Adams, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Officer Adams, please level with me. I will do anything. I am so sorry. I am at your mercy. Officer Adams. Officer Adams, I'm at your mercy. I am at your mercy.
I know.
I have.
But you gotta go to jail.
Officer Adams.
It's nothing.
Officer Adams.
It's nothing personal.
It's nothing personal for me.
It's nothing personal.
Please, for
you just
God's
gotta go.
Please, I'm praying. I'm praying. I'm praying. I have no money.
Ma'am,
I have no.
stand over
I have
here.
nothing.
Face the car.
You guys, please. I have no one in my life. I have nothing. This is gonna make my life so much worse. Please, God, please. Officer Adams. Officer Adams, please. I don't know what I did. All right. I'm sorry I didn't leave. I wanted to just talk it out.
Listen to me.
Please.
Woman to woman. Listen to me.
Woman to woman.
Okay? When we
I'm peeing my pants. I literally peed.
Listen.
So sorry.
Listen to me.
Yes, I'm sorry. Please.
We didn't want it. Ma'am, stand up.
I'm praying. I'm praying.
Stand up. Listen to me.
I'm begging you guys.
Wait to this
I know.
point.
I'm sorry. I'm begging
The thing
you.
is, the captain pointed you out.
I get it.
And said that you were the issue.
Okay.
Now, yes or no, we asked you to leave to get
Okay,
out
you're
the
right. I
jetway.
should have left.
And you said no, you didn't want to leave.
You're right. I'm sorry.
The moment he told you to leave and
I
you
should've
didn't want to
left.
leave, that's now
You're
a
right.
trespass after
You're
warning.
right. I'm so sorry.
And knowing the situation that you're
sorry.
in, this would not be the best
No,
situation
you're
you want to
right.
put yourself in.
You're right.
But unfortunately, you did.
This was so dumb of me. I'm so
Can you go get a statement from him?
I'm sorry. Officers.
Jason, JJ. Jay said, just following orders. Excuse. How did that work out for Germany?
Please. I'm praying.
Erica, you gotta go. The decision's already been made.
No, please, guys, please, guys, please, stop, please. I'm so sorry. There's no way. This is real. No, I'm so sorry. What happens? I don't even know how this is going to be handled. My mom's going to pick me up. How is it?
Sure.
How much is this going to be?
$500.
Damn.
Oh my God. What's going to happen after that?
From here, I've got a car coming with a cage in it. You're going to sit in the back seat of the car. We're going to go to the jail. You're going to get fingerprinted and photographed. And then you wait until your mom comes and bonds you out of jail. The bond's $500, and then when you bond out of jail, they'll give you a court date to appear.
And then what?
Depends on you. You plead guilty or no contest, it's over with. If you plead not guilty, I'll come to court, you come to court, I'll bring the video, the guy from Southwest will come, and we'll let them, the jury decide whether you're guilty or not.
I'm so sorry, Officer Adams.
Erica, it is what it is. It's nothing personal.
I don't have my phone, so I don't know who to, I can't call
Your phone's in the bag, right?
I'm so sorry this happened.
That's gonna stay with you.
I'm sorry this happened. It was a misunderstanding.
Well, I told you to leave.
I should have left.
You should have left.
I'm so sorry.
I'm a police officer.
I should have left.
Yes,
I was just trying to talk to you guys about this. I wanted to.
No,
just
you
get
didn't want to talk to
You're
us.
right. Because I know people were taking photos of me. Didn't you see a guy with a panning camera?
I didn't pay attention. Because people take photos of us all the time. I don't pay attention to cameras. We get videoed every day. I have a video camera.
Officer, please, I'm at your mercy.
I have a job to do.
I'm at your mercy.
I have a job.
I know, but like,
I'm not going to get in trouble to keep you out of trouble.
Please, for the
I'm not going to get in trouble.
I'm 32 years old.
Okay.
I have no one in my life.
God damn, she's 32? That is a rough 32. Holy shit.
I don't need this.
I'm not going to get in trouble.
I won't do anything. Please, I will never let this happen again.
I'm not going to get in trouble to let you stay out of trouble. It's not going to happen.
Officer Adams, this is everything.
I've already said that you were under arrest over the radio.
Please,
Everybody
I
in
will
the brother.
apologize
Everybody heard
to the
it.
world. I'm so sorry.
Stingy said you want that OBS paint so you be John Madden and go. See, Stingy, this is why I don't trust you. That's exactly why you want that feature.
It's part of the reason. Thank you for the super chat.
No, ma'am, it doesn't work like that.
Officer, please.
No, ma'am.
I'm sorry I left. This isn't right.
We dragged you.
Because
kicking and screaming. Literally.
I'm sorry. Okay? This cannot happen to me. This can't be my life. This cannot happen. I don't have any. I don't know my mom's phone number. I don't know anyone's number.
It's in your phone.
So I have to get my phone?
Your phone stays with you.
So I'm in trouble for what?
For not leaving.
For not leaving. Officer, I left.
Ma'am, you are holding up. Everybody's trying to
I don't know why you guys are making this up. You didn't have to arrest me for this.
Over there.
This doesn't have to be an arrest. This doesn't have to be an arrest.
Okay, have a seat right here for me. What you're getting in?
Please, this doesn't need to be an arrest. This doesn't, please. Officer! My bracelet was taken from me.
It's in your bag.
No, it's not. My David Yerman gold bracelet. I want to make sure my
It's
stuff
in your
fell on the
bag.
ground.
I know it fell on the ground.
Please, this is too much. This doesn't need to happen.
Oh, scratch it?
No, I did not.
Right there, brother.
This is a lie.
No, it's an
That's a
injury, too.
lie. Let's go. So this is what's happening. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this?
I'm simply reacting to your action.
Officer, I'm sorry.
Erica, I don't disbelieve you.
Officer.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so sorry. Sa complete directly at me.
Well, it was very simple instructions, so it should not be a misunderstanding.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
Okay, and I accept your apology.
Little too late, sweetheart.
Where at?
That's not for me. That is not for me. That's not for me. Hi, boss.
Okay.
How are you?
Stay in the car.
Okay.
You have to go.
Oh.
He's my boss.
Please. I'm so
I have
sorry.
a boss to answer
I'm so
to.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
You had the chance to go once you're arrested.
I should have went. I should have left.
Yeah,
But
you absolutely
for
should have.
God's
Now just
sake,
shut your pie
I'm
hole
so
and
sorry.
get
This
on
is
with it.
from the bottom of my heart. This will never,
Subway
ever,
roast beef
ever,
sandwich
ever, never
this
happen
one.
again. I'm praying to God.
Do I even want to know what
I'm
the
at the
hell that
mercy
is?
of you. This cannot happen right now.
It's the law.
That's why I said it.
I messed up. I shouldn't have
It's
done
nothing
that.
personal.
I should have just left. But
It's
to be
nothing
honest,
personal, Erica.
you're right.
Not personal.
I was wrong.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So you have to go. So watch your foot.
Please, I just want to go home.
Watch your foot.
But please, what's your name?
Goodwin.
Officer
Trust
Goodwin,
me,
please. I'm telling you, it's a team for Valentine's Day. I don't even have a date.
Watch your foot.
I just wanted to just go home.
Watch your foot.
I'm alone.
Erica, put your foot in the car. Do it now. Put your foot in the car and do it now.
Although Erica injured one of the officers.
Cops called about man with knife, upgraded to stabbing in process before they arrived, quickly apprehend man, find victim already being treated by doctors because stabbing took place in the lobby of a hospital. Woman gets 7-year infection after boyfriend farts in her general direction. Kind of feel obligated on that one. Woman suffered from 7-year infection after her ex farted in her face in a hotel room. The woman has claimed that she's been battling an infection for 7 years, which was brought about by her ex-boyfriend letting one rip in her face. Christine Connell is a travel influencer. Of course she is. Okay, so at least now we know why she's after the 15 minutes of fame. Travel influencer that shares many of her adventurous snaps with her 78,000 followers on Instagram. People, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed to this channel, why the fuck not? By this channel, I mean this channel, because I kind of feel like I can do better than that, at the very least. You know? Thank you, Tom. A lot of people would kill to have those same experiences, but it turns out that throughout all her journeys, she's been battling a number of health issues. The American online personality thinks it all goes back to a passing action that took place in a hotel room 7 years ago. Speaking in a TikTok... Remember when Lad Bible used to actually have half decent, like... Why does the premise of this article smell? Of course it does. No one gets butthurt. Oh, people get occasionally butthurt. I mean, sometimes people tell me to eat shit and die. Christine spoke about her ex-boyfriend and how he got the ultimate breakup revenge on her. Lady, I'd be very careful that... she's made the account private. I was wondering how long this could possibly stay up. This is very on the nose, people. Something about this really stinks. There is a distinct possibility that she's committing defamation here. She explained that she'd had a stuffy nose and facial pain. Since the grim incident, which happened after she had ankle surgery. Immobile and laying in bed, her boyfriend at the time farted terribly to the point where she couldn't breathe as a result of the stink. Whilst it was something gross to experience, she didn't see it as having long-term effects on her health until a culture sample was taken from her nose. She said that she was also dealing with thick green snot and a fever, with her symptoms prompting her to have a number of tests and scans in an attempt to figure it out. Numerous medical professionals couldn't work out the cause of the infection, but she finally announced the results that the culture tests in the video said that it was E. coli. She captioned the video, "I wish I were joking. For those who are unaware, E. coli is a group of bacteria that lives in the gut that doesn't cause harm, though certain strains can cause gut and urinary tract infections. Infections can take place when you ingest bacteria from poop that has contaminated food, drinks, or services, or not washing your hands thoroughly enough after going to the toilet." She pointed out that it comes from poop, adding, "So I don't know, how does that get in your sinuses unless you have a boyfriend who farts disgustingly and you're forced to inhale it because you were immobile after an ankle surgery? I don't know, maybe you're just a freak." In In a follow-up, she clarified that it happened while he was changing, with her lying on the bed, ankle elevated. His butt was facing me, and that's when the fart happened, though she said it was not intentional, and she said she was just in the path of the fart. Christine suggested that her immune system may have been focused on healing her ankle, and that if she was healthy, it might not have happened. Yeah, no, they totally did weird stuff. And also, when I say that this is the worst fart I've ever smelled in my life, I truly mean that, she highlighted again. New fear added to the list, steer clear of bums. Sweetheart, I don't think that E. coli is the biggest problem in your life, if I'm perfectly honest. Just saying. Oh no. Just as a follow-on from the, do it, set me alight. Shoot me, said man killed by sheriff's deputies moments before shooting. What are you going to do? Shoot me? Blam! The man shot and killed by a sheriff's deputy on Wednesday warned dispatchers that he would shoot any officers who responded to his family's 911 call. At 10:44 a.m., deputies were dispatched to a home on 18.5 Mile Road just outside Marshall in Michigan for a person who may have shot himself. A family member called 911 to report that Michael Koch sent text messages saying that he shot himself in the head. Yikes! That's a definite yikes! The 41-year-old also reportedly told relatives he would shoot any police officer that responded. While medical first responders staged nearby, Calhoun County Sheriff's deputies moved to the property to make first contact. They found him on the rear patio of the home. Deputies ordered him to come out, but he refused. He then grabbed what appeared to be a rifle and pointed at a deputy. Grabbed what appeared to be a rifle during interaction with police. I'm guessing it's a BB gun. Koch told deputies, "Shoot me, bitch," according to the sheriff's office. A 10-second clip of the video provided by the body camera captured both the orders and Koch's reply. One deputy fired, hitting Koch. Despite life-saving efforts by the deputy, the 41-year-old was pronounced dead minutes later. The weapon he had turned out to be a BB gun. The deputy who fired his gun is on administrative leave pending an investigation by the Michigan State Police. An internal investigation is also being run by the sheriff's office. We investigated ourselves and determined we did nothing wrong. To be perfectly honest, I kind of feel like they're probably going to get away with that one anyway. While the deputy was not identified, the sheriff's office described him as a 27-year veteran in the police force who has worked for Calhoun County for the past 4.5 years. 27 years and he's worked for them for 4.5 years. I wonder if he got shuffled around maybe.
Michael, stand up and face away. Put the gun down! Put the gun...
Yeah, I don't like that scenario, honestly. That's not great. Deputies attempt to lure unimpressed bobcat out of a Colorado home with laser pointers on the ends of their tasers.
He's right there. He's up on that shelf behind the plant. Oh. Right? I know.
Yo, guys, look at this thing. Hi, Kiki. Well, I'm gonna see if he chases a laser. I don't know, cats like lasers.
It's a bobcat, dude, not a house cat.
Dude, cats are all the same. They all like the same thing.
You guys are hilarious.
Hey, look, Kiki.
Yesterday, we told you the story of a message in a bottle that was sent from Hawaii and found across.
What a moron. A bobcat found its way into a house, according to Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Deputies say the wild cat wandered into the home and cozied up behind the TV. In the video shared on social media, deputies tried to use their tasers' green lights to coax it outside. The wild cat remained unfazed by the lights and stayed put. It eventually left on its own right out the back door. Guess some intruders just aren't dazzled by our high-tech tricks, the deputy said. What a dumbass. Honestly. Some of the stupid shit people try. Oh, alright. Oh, I haven't checked the smoking gun this week, have I? Hang on. What do we got? Paris Hilton's mugshot. After fondling ferret, suspect stole a weasel. Okay. Ex-con arrested for prison drone drops. Let's have a look at that. Walmart shoplifter claimed the devil made her do it. Let's have a look. After fondling a ferret, a suspect stole a weasel. Police are searching for a Florida man who stuffed a $650 ferret into the front of his shorts. Have they checked with Mr. Pancake? And smuggled the purloined weasel out of a Petland store. The ferret heist, cops say, occurred on Tuesday afternoon in Jacksonville. Security cameras captured the male suspect as he browsed the ferret section of the store and fondled the ferret for quite some time, according to a police report. The man then shoved the ferret into his shorts and departed Petland. As he left the business, the man, last seen in the adjacent surveillance image, held the crotch area of his shorts to support the ferret as he walks out past all points of sale without paying. Recognising that the suspect was fleeing with the ferret, a Petland manager gave chase. Stop! Drop the ferret or I'll shoot! But he was unable to get the license of the man's vehicle, which was described in the report as a white work van with multiple ladders on the top. The ferret thief, investigators reported, has a unique long mustache and was, oh my god, he got away with the ferret. Was wearing a blue Under Armour shirt with a Navy logo. While an automated facial recognition system failed to identify the suspect, the clear surveillance images will likely result in the apprehension of the ferret bandit. Maybe he was just excited. God, I hope not. Damn, that is a distinct look though, isn't it? You could take that photo, put it anywhere else, and it just look like a guy holding his junk as he walks out of a store. Betting the ferret's seen some things. Based on its location, I'm betting it smelled some things too. What's that? Brennan knows what. Oh god. Walmart shoplifter 73 claimed the devil made her do it. Ooh. This is what a 73-year-old woman told the Florida cops when she was arrested on Saturday for allegedly shoplifting merchandise from Walmart. Police say Angela Vasquez Taborda was stopped by Walmart security when she sought to exit a Tampa area store with $121.85 worth of goods. She said the cops say that she had stashed the items in a plastic bag that she bought into the retailer. According to investigators, she initially denied swiping the merch, but later admitted that they did attempt to leave the store without paying for those items. As for the motive, it's alleged for the alleged larceny. Cops report that she stated she was being told by the devil to buy them for someone else, but didn't have enough money, so she attempted to leave with them. An arrest affidavit does not go further to describe the conversation with the devil, who has not been charged in connection with the misdemeanor retail theft. Oh god. Alright. Alright, peeps, it's 2 a.m. I've been going for almost 3 hours. I need to go and get some sleep. Thank you so much for keeping me company, and thank you for this. You know what? I'm going to see if I can try it and make it work. Let me just double check whether or not... Not that one, 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 not that one. Hang on, where is... Oh, no, hang on, that's in the wrong place there. copy that. Is it going to work or not? No, I can't say that that's going to work. Strange. I wonder why that didn't work. Oh, is that why? Hang on, is that going to work now? Oh, damn it. I wonder why that's not working. Command triggered, say cheese. Enabled. Yeah, but this one was supposed to just work, which is really frustrating. So part of it's working and part of it's not. Basically what it boils down to there. Settings, group, Q, effects, it's enabled. Okay, hang on. Save locally, yes. Yes, that's all fine, that's all fine. OBS connection number can be stream apps, OBS. Connection number is 0, yes. No. So if that's all there, and then that's included in the... That's included there, so then that should work. So why is it not working? Why does the test one work, but this doesn't? YouTube chat. Disconnected. YouTube. Broadcast ended. No. Chat. General. No. Membership. No. Polls. No. Command. Cooldown. Command trigger. Global variant. Processes. Quotes. Stuff definer. Command triggered. Command. Say cheese. So why is that not doing that then? Is it because I have that in there instead of in there? Maybe? Scene, add scene. Shit, now where's it gone? Okay. Frame source. It's got to have been something with the way that I fucked that up. Where do we go? YouTube. Plugins back up. Was it Streambot or was it my downloads? OBS install. Installation guide. General notes. Make sure you have the following. Install products into OBS. Install products streamer by using the DLL. Discord connection number toggle on countdown on and off. Select where you want the Polaroid to land on the screen. Select text, Discord, save locally, and file path. No, none of that is helpful because that's already stuff that I already. Add the product to OBS. Install a product. Tools. Steam up. Install a product. Okay, extract files. Okay, I don't really care about finding anything new. I just want. Okay, got that, got that, got that. Tools. Tools. Steam up, install. Oh, it was on the other screen. That's why I couldn't find it. Control C. Program files. OBS Studio. Paste. Yes, continue, continue. Yes, do the same for all current items. Okay, well, if it's in use, then skip it. Fuck it. Tools. Settings. You install plugins. Teleport, time warp. How the hell you can be sitting there saying that's always fun here when I'm sitting here going out of my brain just trying to work out how the hell I have managed to fuck this up. Fuck it, I'll work it out later. Anyway, people, as always, please, for the love of God, remember you're not a piece of shit. You have value and do contribute to society, especially with being here and watching me fuck around for the last 3 hours. But, yeah, so monthly bitch session tomorrow for anyone that wants therapy or whatever else. I'm just going to be sitting here and, well, whinging, really. So we'll all have a bit of fun. But as always, people, stay healthy, wealthy, and wise, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Cheers, peeps. Where's the button?
And again, on your way out, please do me the favor of hit the like and subscribe button if you're so inclined. It costs nothing. It's absolutely free. And We'll be friends forever. Bye now.
This shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Now, where did I install that downloader? YouTube, stream up. StreamBot. Oh, there it is. Plugin installer v2. Yes, that's fine. Detect, composite blur, downstream key, draw, already got, face tracker. At some point I kind of want to get that one. Polyglot, pixel art. Retro effects. What's retro effects? Retro effects. Is that in filters? Time warp scan. Retro effects. Okay. Okay. Uh. Why is it doing it like that? That shouldn't be doing that. If I go to the actual main camera, is it going to do that? ES camera, where's ES camera gone? ES camera. Main camera, no assets. Where's main camera? No assets. Main camera, no assets. So if I go filters, effects filters. That's kind of fun. I can work out how to turn that on and off. Why does it keep doing that? So if I try and put the retro effects on, it just completely turns off the camera irrespective. So what else we got? 3D effect. Okay. What else we got? Chroma key advanced mask. Okay, so pixel art doesn't look like it works. The heck is recursion effect? Don't know that I want to know. Render delay. See, the things where it's glowing, or it's like, don't understand what the issue is there. No, that definitely didn't mute me, so I don't need that. Teleport audio and video, that's to use if you're using secondary computers. Oh, of course, all the audio's on the chat channel, so it's not actually going to make any difference. Yeah. So what do I need to do? I need to reinstall Draw, and I need to reinstall... Noise gate, upper compressor limiter. No, I don't need to worry about any effects there, that's fine. Doom transition. So it quite literally won't let me install anything unless I update it. Alright. I have so much crap all over the place. At some point I actually need to go through and just basically gut my YouTube folder. Got a whole heap of shit I'm never going to use again, but for some reason I hold on to it just for the sake of it. Oh, it's looping. Hang on. Hmm. I don't know. I think there's a whole bunch of stuff that I can't sort out now. Anyway.